Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Better Know a Highway, here on Virtual Road Trip, a series where we take a closer look at the interstates and highways that cross this vast country of ours. In this video, we're headed to the Lone Star State to explore a highway serving two major cities and many other places along the way, Interstate 45. And real quick, before we get started, just wanted to remind you to please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Always appreciate that. Make sure to check out the VRT Discord, link in the description below. And if you want to support this channel, you can join as a member for just $2.99 a month by clicking the join button below. And I definitely appreciate that. And with all that out of the way, let's get started. Interstate 45 is an intrastate highway fully located within the state of Texas, stretching from the Gulf Coast to the Texas Triangle. At just 285 miles, it is the shortest of the north-south running 5 series of interstates in the country. Starting at the coast, the southern terminus of I-45 is within the city of Galveston, on the island of the same name. The highway begins as it transitions from the local running State Highway 87, which acts as the main thoroughfare through Galveston, going from surface-level road to limited access highway on the western side of the city. A short distance after its beginning, 45 quickly reaches Galveston Bay and leaves the city and island by crossing the Galveston Causeway, a bridge that runs for roughly 1.5 miles to the mainland coast. The current auto bridge is actually a newer version of the causeway, having been completed in 2008. The original causeway, which was finished way back in 1912, still runs parallel to the new bridge and is now used for the local railway line. Once on the mainland, 45 continues on its northwestern path, which it generally stays on for its entire duration. Running just south of Texas City and its massive oil refineries, 45 has a large junction with local routes to provide access to this critical industrial area and its many ports. Soon after, 45 reaches denser populated lands and suburban cities such as Dickinson and League City. It's also in this area that I-45 junctions with the NASA bypass, which leads directly to the Johnson Space Center and the main mission control headquarters of the U.S. space program, giving both employees and tourists access to the site. Now continuing northwest through ever denser populated areas, 45 soon reaches its largest urban center when it arrives at the city of Houston, one of the largest cities in the entire country, initially junctioning with the Outer Beltway spur known as Texas Beltway 8, or the Sam Houston Tollway. After a short distance further, and after passing Houston's smaller local airport, 45 soon reaches the Inner Beltway spur I-610, all the while traversing the dense neighborhoods south of the city core. As it approaches downtown Houston, 45 has more junctions. First, with the long-running and segmented I-69, very close to the local arena and convention center. Then, looping around to the western side of downtown, 45 junctions with the major east-west running highway, Interstate 10, and the two have a very short concurrency of less than 1 mile before 45 splits off to continue to the north. Now on the other side of the city, 45 resumes its northwest path and then turns more due north shortly after, as it heads back into the massive urban and suburban sprawl of the Houston metro area, junctioning once again with both I-610 and Beltway 8, and eventually passing the city's much larger international airport just to its west. After this, 45 finally leaves Houston and heads deeper into the state. Traversing the eastern side of the highly populated Texas Triangle region, I-45 passes several smaller cities and other towns along the way, places such as Huntsville, Fairfield, and Corsicana. 45 is also connected to larger cities to the west, such as Waco and College Station, via local state routes. 45 continues on and meanders its way through more Texas countryside. Then, soon after, it reaches the outskirts of its next and final major settlement, the city of Dallas, also one of the largest cities in the country. As it enters from the southeast, and after passing the smaller city of Ennis, Texas, 45 quickly transitions from rural lands to suburban neighborhoods and industrial parks. It soon reaches and junctions with the major east-west route I-20, which drivers can take west to reach the Twin City of Fort Worth. Passing more residential neighborhoods and crossing the nearby Trinity River, 45 enters the downtown Dallas area and finally reaches its northern terminus at a major junction with the long-running I-30, just to the west of the city core. Drivers can also then take I-30 west to reach the eastern spur of the major north-south running I-35, which is less than a mile away. It should also be noted that a short spur, I-345, continues north after the terminus for a short path of just 1.4 miles, staying to the west of downtown and eventually transitioning into US Route 75 after a nearby junction. This thus ends I-45's modest, yet critically important and highly populated 285-mile run. And that will do it for this episode of Better Know a Highway, Lone Star State Edition, might I add. Really hope you enjoyed and hope you learned a little something along the way, as always. And hey, before you go, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Always appreciate that. Make ssure to check out the VRT Discord. Link will be in the description below. And I hope to see you there for some interesting discussion, as well as any announcements I might need to make for the channel. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out once again to all my members for all their support. Thank you so much to these awesome, cool people on this list right here. And hey, if you want to get your name on this cool list as well, with all these cool people, you can join as a member by clicking the join button below for just $3 a month. And I definitely appreciate that. So, with all that out of the way, make sure you enjoy the ride. And up next, Interstate 44. And I'll see you then.